Hello, I'm sick. My name is Quantum, not Twilight Sparkle, and according to YouTube, I've been dead for the last 137 days. A lot of you guys have been asking why, and, well, the answer is pretty simple. I'm quitting YouTube. Yeah, that's right. After hitting 10K, it took over 4 months of mulling it over, but I've decided to move on with this phase of my life and try something new. Take a chance, just believe it. So I'm happy to announce that this day forward, I'm gonna be a professional ukulele player. I know this basically comes as a shock to none of you. After all, I am the best ukulele player in the MLP fandom. You wanna hear a song I wrote? Okay, here it goes. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But I have been gone for a while, and I do want to apologize. The next video should be out this week. I'll put a link in the description whenever it does. Ring that bell and catch the premiere, or else I'll cry. This is basically a throwaway video, but I wanted to make it anyways, just to explain my bad self to you guys. I'm gonna get pretty fucking rambly in a minute, so to give you the Cliff Notes version, the totally legit recap video isn't coming out publicly. HarmonyCon was a mediocre experience. I've been socially exhausted for the past 2 months or so, and I'm starting a Patreon. There, you can stop watching. But if you want the details, then well, buckle up, because I have nothing better to do apparently. So at the end of my last video, I said this. Before that though, I'm gonna be releasing a smaller video. I'm not gonna tell you guys anything about that, other than that it's gonna be totally legit. Seriously, I promise. Now, if you have no idea what this pervert was winking at you for, my original plan for my 10K special was gonna be a pastiche of DWK's totally legit recap series. In fact, if you follow me on Twitter, then you might remember me posting a clip of it as a teaser. That video is the fucking worst. I hate it. I hate everything about it. I think the main problem with it was that I wasn't trying to make a quantum hippologist video. I was trying to make a DWK video, and honestly, I think I failed pretty miserably. I couldn't keep up imitating his voice well enough throughout the entire thing. My lack of Photoshop really didn't do me any favors. Screenshotting everything was overly time consuming, and maybe the worst egregious thing of all, my writing sucked. It sure as fuck didn't sound like anything DWK would write, and even removing him from the equation, I just didn't think it was very funny at all. I mean, I showed it to a few friends and they all said it was fine, but I really just wasn't feeling it. The script alone took me 2 weeks to finish writing. 2 weeks for an 11-minute video. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. For those remaining 6 weeks before I scrapped the whole thing, I was facing 11 minutes of audio and only managed to edit 4 minutes of video. Every time I hit play and heard my shitty impression reading out a shitty script just made me really upset. So much so that it made me panic a few times, but I just told myself to keep going because holy shit, this is the longest I've ever taken to make a video. I have no time to re-record anything. I just have to muscle through it and hope my mediocre editing skills compensate for my cringe. And like, I don't want to elicit any kind of sympathy. The video never ended up being completed, and honestly, that's a relief for me. If I released that video in that state for the public to see, I'd hate myself more than I already do, and believe me, that'd be impressive. That said, if you are interested in watching the video, potentially finished this time, then skip to this part right here. I don't want to make it seem like this entire video is me complaining about shit. One thing that's kind of cool is that I got into my first relationship. Now, I'm not saying this person is one of the reasons why I haven't posted in a while due to them hypothetically distracting me from work. I'm not saying that, and personally, I'm not blaming them. But if you want to blame anyone. Honestly, social stuff as a whole has been kind of weird for me lately. A few of you might have seen me at HarmonyCon, and if you did, cool for you. I was gonna go to Houston anyways for my grandma's 80th birthday, so going to the con just made sense. Not only was it my first MLP convention, but my first convention ever. I was actually planning on vlogging my experience, but cameras are expensive apparently. I also got really self-conscious at the thought of whipping out my phone to record everything. I don't even like taking pictures of anything, much less myself, much less filming myself. Anyways, HarmonyCon was just okay, but that's no fault of the con itself. I just didn't go out of the way to make it more fun for myself. In fact, here's a little mini recap of events. Day 1, I stood in line for a while. I heard it was worse on day 0, and that's honestly frightening. Anyways, that was the day I did the panel, which you can catch on Ambizar's channel. That rhymed. It was pretty cool, even though we could not stop adding on to each other's answers. Afterwards, I went out and grabbed some wings with another group of friends/acquaintances. I don't know if I could tell you everyone's names for privacy reasons, but I will say that I was hanging out with Aero Zero Risk and We Lost, and I'd never felt more accomplished than in that moment. And I shit you not, aside from waiting in line, I can't remember a single thing that happened before then. The rest of my time was basically relegated to working and watching YouTube while I was sitting underneath a wheelchair ramp. I do remember that before I left for the night, I caught the tail end of some band set. And can I just say, y'all are a bunch of fucking pussies. Look, I get it. You guys are bronies. You probably only listen to Violet Pony and Living Tombstone songs, but What the fuck do y'all have against metal? Oh sure, you can all square dance shamelessly to their cover of Apples to the Core, but I swear man, the last 3 songs they played were these fucking epic metal originals, and y'all were just standing there. Like, I don't care who you are. When the guitar kicks into overdrive and the bassist starts playing with their teeth, you fucking mosh! Anyways, day 2 was a bit better. I actually decided to go to a few panels, and that was neat. There was some guy talking about drawing ponies, some girl talking about MLP video games, Ponies the Anthology, and how can I not mention the Out of Remains podcast panel? Anyways, I still spent a good amount of time in that little corner. Day 3, I didn't show up. I just stayed at my cousin's house. Honestly, that might have been the best day of the con. Despite everything, I feel like I experienced anywhere from 5 to 40% of what the con had to offer. And I don't regret going, but I also see now that the main appeal of the con is to hang out with all those online friends you've been making. So, will you be seeing me at any conventions in the future? Probably not, unless it's BabsCon. I don't think it's worth flying out of state for 3 days of brony shenanigans. Though I will say, shout out to Ambizar for giving me this sweet Sunset Shimmer pin, and that one random couple that gave me a whole ass Rainbow Dash plush. I didn't even go into the vendor's hall, but I still walked away with something. I don't even like Rainbow Dash all that much. But don't worry. I'm taking very good care of her. The con was cool, but it also highlighted a very specific problem that I've been having recently. See, I wouldn't exactly describe myself as the most social person. Like, talking one-on-one with people, easy, I can do that. Talking in front of a crowd, easier. I do not give a fuck about what an audience thinks about me. But see, initially, I viewed this channel as a way to reach out to people who I think are cool, or those whom I want to collaborate with in the future. And then I remembered something very crucial about myself. I don't like talking to people. Oh, what a surprise. I'm an introvert. Who could have seen that coming? Having more than 2 or 3 people whom I consider good friends at a time gets really damn overwhelming. I don't know why I thought that would go away when I became a mega important YouTuber, man. But yeah, I've been getting DMs up the ass, both from people looking to talk and from people looking to collab. And honestly, I'm pretty astonished that folks think I'm worth talking to at all. And that's cool, but I can't keep up. I've needed to turn off Twitter and Discord notifications just to maintain sanity. I was sitting on 5 offers for collaborations a month ago, and I was really only able to get back to 1. Mr. Someone, you are fucking lucky. I do have plans to collaborate, but it's gonna be exclusively on my channel and with people whom I've selected, so don't ask or else I'll scream. I guess another thing to address would be the kind of content that I've been making. If you guys haven't noticed, my Which Main 6 is the most sick video is gone, and that sucks, but I'm not that sad about it. The video was age restricted from the start, so I wasn't making anything off of it anyhow. Still, I have been crazy inefficient at doing all of this, if it wasn't obvious. Take the last 3 videos before that, for instance. I made them all primarily with the intention of testing out how you guys would respond to non-comedy videos, videos involving my face, and those omitting background music. And, although I'm sure there are extraneous factors that contributed to how those videos performed, like what time they were released or what order I released them in, the results speak for themselves. I still stand by everything I said in them, by the way. Not like I was just trying to make them to get views, but in any case, I'm done with trying to make those PSAs. They're kinda cringe. Anyway, with my thick video gone, there's now a string of 4 really substandard videos on the channel, and I am really looking to remedy that. My goal right now is to try and get as consistent as possible. This is a comedy channel, damn it. I will do everything in my power to make you motherfuckers lamal your asses off. That said, I'm sure some of you guys are wondering if you can still watch the thick video, and you could on Web Archive. But if you want to see more videos like it in the future, videos that YouTube will probably get pissed at me for, then you can check out my Patreon. Yeah, I have one of those now, and I really didn't want to make one. For one thing, I don't think my videos right now are like worth anything. Like, 10K is not a high enough number to warrant asking people to donate, and seeing the objective quality of the content I'm making, I still don't feel quite right about it. I also don't want this to happen again. I don't want to have active patrons and then disappear for months on end. I couldn't live with myself just taking your money and not delivering on videos. But at the same time, I also realize that I kind of need to. Ever since that one video of mine blew up, I've become increasingly more and more aware of the disparity between me and other YouTubers. It's gotten to the point where I can't really watch any YouTube videos anymore without feeling insanely critical or insanely jealous. In this case, I really think it's all a matter of not being able to deliver with my content's quality or quantity. I want to get a better camera, I want to get a better microphone, I want to get better editing software, and for God's sake, I need a new computer. I love my laptop, it's been with me through thick and thin, but the back of it is coming off, the screen is cracked, the vents are broken, and about 30 to 50 times a day, it starts making this lovely noise. So yeah, I could use the money. It's a little iffy at the moment, but patrons will be getting some exclusive content, early access to new content, maybe access to a Discord server at some point, I'm not sure. Really now, watching my videos is already a tremendous help in and of itself, so thanks for watching to the end of this one, even if it was me just whining like a little bitch. It means a lot. Hopefully I won't be taking any more surprise hiatuses in the future. I have approximately 18 metric fuck tons of content in store, so let's see if I can't hit 50k by the end of this year, eh? So, yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, motherfucker. Oh no, I need to come up with an outro.
Do you remember all the letters I sent? I left them on your desk when we were young. I felt this way for a really long time, but I was so scared, so scared. Am I normal? Is this feeling right? It's hard to keep on living when I see no light. For a while I had asked, should I fucking die?